ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਦੋਸਤੋ, ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ KCGC TV ਤੇ। ਦਰਸ਼ਕੋ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਤੇ ਕੈਮਿਸਟਰੀ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਵੱਲੋਂ 2 ਰੋਜ਼ਾ ਇੱਕ ਸੈਮੀਨਾਰ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਸਾਇੰਟਿਸਟਸ ਨੇ ਭਾਗ ਲਿਆ। ਸੋ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੈਮਿਸਟਰੀ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਸੈਮੀਨਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਸੀ ਮੇਨ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਇਸ ਸੈਮੀਨਾਰ ਦਾ।
From GNCASR, recognizing his exceptional contributions to education and mentorship in this field. His outstanding achievements include a silver medal from the Chemical Research Society of India in 2012 and the Material Research Society of India medal in 2009. Dr. Mehta is fellow of Indian National Science Academy since 2009, reflecting his stature in the scientific community. Beyond his research endeavors, he actively contributes to the scientific community as a member of International Advisory Board for Chemical Society Review and the editorial board of Asian Journal of Organic Chemistry. Dr. Mehta's commitment to advancing the field is further demonstrated by his membership in esteemed organizations such as American Chemical Society and the Royal Society of Chemistry. So I myself feel proud to read this citation of Dr. Uday Mehta. So let us join hands to invite Professor Mehta.
1st of March and 2nd of March, and I'm indeed very happy to be part of this group today. A few unrelated points to discuss right in the beginning is that I see that the women in the audience are outnumbering the men, which is really nice. I mean, I won't call it a reverse gender discrimination, right? But then point that I would like to get across to you is that there are very few women researchers in chemistry in India today. Okay, very few in the, let's say, 60 plus age group. Very few you can actually count in your hand, above 50. There are more in the 40 to 50. So I would imagine that many of you will reverse this trend and go into a research discipline. You know, Guru Nanak Dev University, for example, have 4 women faculty members at this point. And many departments, including my department, Organic Chemistry Department, had the first woman faculty appointed hardly 4 years ago in a history of 100 plus years. And there is another simpler interpretation that when faced with 2 possible explanations, the simpler of the 2 is the one most likely to be true. Okay? Keep that in mind, but I will also say something different. This is something that was taught by one of my inorganic chemistry professors in college. And he said that when you answer questions, you should remember ABC. A is actually in Punjabi, you would say sa sa sa. I'll tell you why. A is accurate. I couldn't transcript Gurmukhi script on my computer, so I used the Hindi ones. Accurate, satik, brief, sankshipt, and C, clear, spasht. So in Hindi it is sa sa sa, and I think in Punjabi also it is sa sa sa, right?
Potassium permanganate, the oxygen in potassium permanganate will donate its electrons to the vacant orbitals of manganese, and as a result a charge transfer absorption band occurs, leading to the purple color of the solution of KMnO4. So when we go in the practical lab, we start the volumetric experiments, and first experiment we do is the redox reactions. Potassium permanganate, we use potassium, and we ask the students to prepare the solution of potassium permanganate. So if some student asks why madam it is so intensely colored, so this is the simple answer, that is due to the charge transfer transition. So purple, that is responsible for the intense purple color of this solution, and that is due to the charge transfer from the electron transfer from these outside ions to the empty orbitals. I have shown all these orbitals empty because in potassium permanganate, manganese is in the +7 oxidation state and it has a D0 configuration. no d electrons. So transfer will be, these are the filled ligand orbitals, so this is the charge transfer. So this is the spectrum of potassium permanganate. So that band corresponds to the. Now here I want to discuss another thing. We have a potassium permanganate, KMnO4, and for another compound, potassium manganate, K2MnO4. Have you heard about potassium manganate? So it is K2MnO4. What is the oxidation state of manganese in K2MnO4?
Write this equation for a bulk molecule. Then that's the thing. We have the Chi1, Chi2 and Chi3. And we tried to explain the nature of Chi yesterday. That why the Chi is important and what is the reason that Chi is actually a complicated quantity. And Professor Das again told us about the tensorial nature and we would probably understand the nature of Chi as far as experimental utilization is concerned. Now, one thing that we must know, suppose a molecule has, very high beta value. You record the beta of some compound, you draw that in some solvent like acetone or whatever, chloroform, BCM, depending on the solubility. And you record the beta value. I told you yesterday that beta is not recorded as beta. You do the optics and then you calculate the changes in the intensity of the light coming out, light going in. And by doing certain standardization and calculations, we reach at beta. So that part we didn't discuss with you, but you know that we have to use some technique. Like we talked about, hyperrelay scattering is one technique where you can calculate beta distribution. And Professor Das today mentioned about EFISH, EFISH, electric field induced second harmonization. So there we calculate beta mu as the factor. So suppose we calculate beta value, and you get very handsome value beta, maybe 2800, or whatever. It is not essential that when you take that molecule in the bulk form, the same level of beta is maintained. Because individual molecule can show that, but in bulk, due to the arrangement of the molecules, the bulk material, there might be a variation in beta. It might be just 0 in some cases or very less in some other cases. That means the compound which is showing very high first hyperpolarizability may actually turn out to be very poor material as far as the NO is concerned. But in such cases, there are ways to correct this also. We can do certain things, especially when you embed the compound, let's say polymeric matrix, we can go for the pooling and other experiments.
Organic chemistry. So it's very interesting subject, and you have learned a lot from our resource persons, as you have mentioned in your feedback. I am thankful to you also that the audience, if the audience keeps sitting in the whole of the proceedings, then you can say that this workshop or the event is very successful. So I again thank all the resource persons, and I hope that they will come again here in Amritsar to Khalsa College for sharing more and more knowledge to our students and the faculty. Thank you very much.
So, for a long time we were planning to organize this academic workshop in and around Amritsar. And when Professor Das contacted me for this, we contacted the Khalsa College because this is one of the most prestigious institutions in Amritsar, in Punjab in fact. And they really accepted the offer. And with their help and with their understanding, we have been able to very successfully organize this. And so the topic that we chose was optical and non-linear optical materials, functional optical materials, and the lecture was delivered. And we are very glad that the students showed very active participation, and they were very inquisitive. They asked several questions which were answered by the speakers, and we are very happy to see that the objective of this workshop was to sensitize the students towards research in these areas, and they are probably opting this field of investigation in their careers.
Yeah, hello. Yes, it was really a 2 days filled with a lot of excitement. It was absolutely wonderful to see close to 200 students and teachers in this workshop, which was organized jointly by the science academies. And we really appreciate the efforts taken by Khalsa College to put together this wonderful workshop. The students were very enthusiastic, interactive, and we really enjoyed interacting with them. So we hope that we can continue the interaction with the students, and the students would have benefited from our efforts. We really enjoyed our 2-day stay in Khalsa College. Thank you very much, Dr. Amit Anand and Dr. Singh, for all the support from the administration.
My name is Pushpendu Das, and I am from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And I jointly organized this with Dr. Amit Anand of this college. It was really a great idea to organize a 2 days lecture workshop in this college, because I found out that this is one of the oldest colleges of this country. And the architecture of the college is just astounding, and I really didn't believe that such architecture that was built more than 100 years ago was built so elaborately and with such a great design. It was a great experience for all of us who came here from Bangalore and who came from local universities to interact with more than about 200 students in this workshop, and they actually shared their concerns, their questions, and their doubts with many of us at the time of the workshop and in lunch and tea breaks. And we had a very enjoyable time. The hospitality of the college was great, and we thoroughly enjoyed the 2 days that we spent here at the Khalsa College. But this is only the beginning, and I would say that we are going to continue this relationship both with the college and with some of the students who attended this workshop in the future. And I wish the college and the students a great future that is coming.
I'm Dr. Amit, and I'm the coordinator of this Science Academy's 2 days workshop, which was jointly organized by the Science Academies and the Postgraduate Department of Chemistry. I'm happy to share that the lecture workshop was attended by more than 200 students. The response of the students were overwhelming, not just in number, but also in their enthusiasm. They were asking questions, they were debating, they were talking to the resource persons, even during the lectures also, and in the lunch and tea breaks also. So we are very grateful to the Science Academies, to all the resource persons who have come a long way from Bangalore and from GNDU, and we are also very thankful to the Science Academy for generously granting us for this workshop. We hope that this kind of an interaction really creates some kind of an interest in our students to pursue their careers in the field which is being discussed. I wish, I hope, and I pray that this will take our students a long way in their research careers. Thank you so much.